The thing with Yes is that they've not produced a decent song since the mid-80s. They're finished as no one wants to listen to that stuff anymore. Hi, you're in the company of Dave from the Album Review channel, and you're very welcome back to this channel. In today's episode, I explain why I was a Yes snob, and it's something I'm not particularly proud of. Let me explain a little bit more. Yes were always a favourite band of mine, and I would honestly say that they were a close number 2 to my favourite band, Genesis. I loved all the classic 70s stuff and was even on board as the band moved more pop in the 80s. But that's where the problem started. As a Yes snob, I convinced myself that all their best work was way behind them. So I turned my back on them. Like Genesis, their music had changed and I missed out on some great albums and music. However, I've got a great example to react to this time around, and so far I've listened to it once and I was so excited to share this with you. From the album Magnification, I proudly present my reaction to the 4-part track In the Presence Of. It's a beauty. If you're enjoying this video, smash the like button and it really does make a difference, and subscribe to the channel for more reactions like this. Let's go. There was no recognised keyboardist, with the departure of Igor Koroshev in 2000. So Alan White takes over the opening piano duties. It's an uninspiring intro and hardly indicate what's to come.
Deeper than every ocean, deeper than every river, that's what your presence brings to me. Feeling the words I listen, seeing you in my silence, learning I'm with you constantly, as I was before. If we were flowers, we would worship the sun. So why not now? This eye is shining brightly, brighter than before.
Firstly, this track is supported by the full San Diego Symphony Orchestra, with one last used on Time and a Word way back in 1970.
As the door was opened wide, there inside was a diamond chair, where I sat when I was young. I wrote down the words, only when the young at heart can enter the real world. This chance I've waited for you to see.
Anderson's lyrics talk once again of a celebration of a greater being, and he sings it beautifully, ably supported by the sadly missed Chris Squire.
If I had chances, I would spend them with you, to hold you close and let your love surround me deeper than before. And I know this love is real. Realize this is meant to be. You are listening to how I feel, so expectantly. From the ocean to the sky, from the sands to the seas, we can hear them constantly. This is for you and me.
Howe is imperious on acoustic, electric and slide guitars as ever. I really do admire his skills.
If
The second section, Death of an Ego, marks a change in direction with a wall of sound and voices resembling the band at the very best from yesteryear.
Turn around and come deeper now. What happens when I touch you there? You feel the words roll over you. Thinking of the better scenes, the memories, as everybody else just hasn't got the time to help you anymore. 'Cause it's the reason for the things that pressure us to please ourselves, not pressure us to give our egos some pleasure time. Can you imagine any reason to know you're only fooling yourself? Then you'll understand why. You'll understand why. So if you choose to realize all existence isn't free, this perfect resume to you from me. Just had a tough time with magic, the death of ego, the moon, it was just coming through. Simply such a good time, let alone tell me the pleasure, no pressure, pure imagination, in there for a treat.
The True Beginner section 3 recaps on the theme of the opening, deeper section with such beautiful harmonies where John and Chris exchange lead vocals between one another.
I get amazed like a true beginner. I get amazed like a true believer. I get amazed when I see you there. And I come alive. I believe I'm a true beginner. I believe I'm a true beginner. In your arms I can see it all. I can see it all. If we were flowers, we would worship the sun. So why not now? This light is burning brightly, brighter than before.
Turn Around and Remember brings the piece to a close with an opening eerie single bass line from Squire, leading off the section with some glorious slide guitar again from Steve Howe, gracing the surface of the track, and impeccable drums holding it all together from Alan White. Some of his best drumming in my opinion. It's just sumptuous.
Turn around and remember that when it gets so low, as you finally
guitar is very reminiscent of David Gilmour on High Hopes. The orchestra rises to the occasion to fill in the missing lead keyboard. What a climax to an amazing track and one of the very best from the band. It is everything. It's gracious lyrics, superb harmonies, bass, lead and slide guitars at the very best, with drumming so compelling. But the pièce de résistance is undoubtedly the orchestra, conducted by the renowned Larry Gruppe, who was only too delighted to support Yes Symphonic version from the band, with him having been a long-term fan ever since an early age. So, the band is over the hill then, past its best and capable of producing a decent album or track? Oh no, sorry Bob. Form is temporary, class is forever. And whilst every band that has been going for 50 years is allowed a few duds, this track is most definitely not. I'm ashamed of my snobbery toward the band and their later works, and do humbly apologise to these musicians who have restored my faith in their ability and production of an excellent music. It's a shame neither Chris or Alan will be able to contribute in any future incarnations of the band, but their legacy is there for all to enjoy. Listen, if you're still with the video, thanks for sticking around and consider subscribing to the channel for more reactions like this one. On screen now is a link to another Yes reaction that I'm sure you will enjoy. I thank you for watching this one and see you across there on the other video.